Studies estimate that it will be your great-great-great-great-grandchildren that will be the first generation to experience true gender parity in the workplace. Working together, we can get there sooner. The Healthcare Businesswomen's Association's core purpose is to further the advancement and impact of women in the business of healthcare. We are a global nonprofit organization comprised of individuals and organizations from across the healthcare and life sciences industry, and we are committed to achieving gender parity in leadership positions.
I'm Lisa Kudlatz, Vice President and General Manager of Interventional Pain Management at Halyard Health. The aspects of my leadership that I'm most proud of is my development of a culture inside of my organization that fosters engagement and enablement on my team. My advice for someone going into a leadership position for the first time is what I always say to my mentees, which is run your own race and help other people run their race too. A lot of times I see women who are very, very talented but lack the confidence to move forward. And when I mentor them, I always ask, if I do this and I pull you forward and I give you new opportunities, I want to make sure that you do the same thing for others in the organization that you see talented. Our last vacation as a family, we've been committed with I have two girls, a now 24-year-old girl out of college and a high school girl who's a junior. And because our last daughter is getting ready to leave, we went on spring break again. And it was really, we went to St. Martin and played in the sand, did a lot of adventure climbing and hiking and just spending time together. I'm most proud of really the last 4 years. I began a new business. It was a small business inside of Halyard Health, an interventional pain business that was growing at a slow pace, 5% a year. And started with creating a new culture on my team, asking people to get engaged in the mission, enabled them to make good decisions, and now we're the fastest growing business at Halyard Health.
My name is Patty Fritz, and I'm the head of U.S. Corporate Affairs for UCB. The aspects of my leadership that I'm most proud of is that I'm able to live my passion and my purpose to create value for patients. And most importantly, I'm able to rally other people around that passion. One of the things that I always remind new leaders is know what your purpose is and weave it into your professional life. Be intentional, know what you want to change or build or master, and most importantly, be confident. Instill that confidence in others and know that it's not always going to go well. Hearing that it's going to take 80 years for us to achieve gender parity is very concerning. And it just causes me to want to work harder as a leader and a woman in business. Organizations that have women well represented on their boards and at their executive committee do better financially. We have to get the word out, and we also have to invest in our next generation and show that it's up to us to affect that change. It is not okay for it to be 80 years. It's never too late to learn. I have, throughout my career at different time points, had mentors, have coaches, sponsors. I really always have a sponsor. I think it's really, really important to recognize wherever you are in your development journey, wherever you are in your career, you need to invest in yourself. That's part of building on your confidence. So the last book I read, it is Soup by John Gordon about culture and the impact of culture in organizations. And it's about a woman CEO who takes on a challenge. She takes on a struggling soup company, and she struggles with her own confidence and believing in herself, and she overcomes that. When you think about leadership and our role and the impact we have on others, and how our job is to grow and develop others and to inspire others to achieve dreams they never thought they could.
I'm Sunny Nastasi, President Enterprise Sales for Healthcare at UPS. I think the aspect of my leadership that I am most proud of is creating a culture of welcoming women in a company that's traditionally been more male. And those are women of every age, race, and background who are becoming more and more comfortable and welcome at UPS. Going into a leadership position for the first time is a challenging environment for anyone. But I think the advice that I would provide is this: ask a lot of questions, seek opinions so that you can expand your capabilities to make decisions, but be ready to make those decisions. Paralysis by analysis is one of the biggest mistakes early leaders make. Well, it's absolutely intolerable that it might take 80 years for women to reach parity. It's impossible for us to accept that. So one of the things that I think is most important is that every woman mentor actively younger women and newer women to the organization, and that we inspire those mentees, or I call them proteges, to take on 3 or 4 or 5 women each themselves. We've got to create a pipeline of talent and women who feel welcomed and are groomed. Well, growing and developing as a leader is critical for all of us, and it should never stop. But right now, what I'm doing most is I'm investing in people least like myself. So in order to understand other cultures and backgrounds and experiences, that's where I'm putting a lot of my growth focus. Oh, the last song I listened to is a great one. So it's called Wrecking Ball, but it's not the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball. It's the Bruce Springsteen Wrecking Ball. And it says, take your best shot, let me see what you've got, bring on your wrecking ball. So it's a song about really survival and managing difficult times.
I'm Frida Lyon. I'm the Vice President for Emergency Services for Wellstar Health System. My advice to a new leader would be, first, to listen to your team. Second, listen to the wisdom warriors around you that have been there and done that. And third, to be confident in the knowledge that puts you in that position. My biggest pleasure is when one of the new grads that I mentored, 20 years ago come up to me and tell me that they're a director now and that they want to be just like me. I think what we have to do is women have to get a voice. We have to make sure that we use mentorship to grow our new leaders, and we need to stand up and share the knowledge that we have, because we have some great leaders in healthcare today that are women, and we need to model after them. I've been a lifelong learner, and I continue to do that. So I'm working on my doctorate of nursing practice, which is a terminal degree in nursing with a focus in executive leadership in healthcare systems. And so as I've entered the healthcare system world in an executive position, I wanted to get more knowledge about how to do that, and so that's what I'm doing. Actually, I've read several books and have several in my repertoire that I'm reading right now. So I'm working on a finance management for nurse executives book, and I'm also reading a quality book, and I'm reading a book on lean. So I'm actually in school, so I have lots of books I'm reading.